Hi, welcome to Coffee and the Word. My name is Paul. I'm a local church pastor here in South Wales. I just want to make maybe a shorter video today, just kind of addressing the recent allegations regarding MrBeast. I'm personally going to allow my son to continue watching MrBeast. I say that because actually my son and I have enjoyed watching MrBeast videos. It's been a good thing to do together. He's 6 years old. He's really enjoyed seeing stuff blow up and fancy cars and trains going into pits and that kind of thing. But he's also really enjoyed a lot of the good work that MrBeast has done in terms of building houses for those that have lost their houses, building wells for people in Africa. And they've been really teachable moments for my son. And actually a positive input, because you kind of see somebody who's come from a Christian background, although my understanding is that MrBeast has come away from his Christian background, saying he doesn't believe in God anymore. But just seeing that kind of positive aspect of generosity, of giving, of looking to serve people. And I know a lot of people question his motives in doing that. Oh, he's doing it for clicks and views. And maybe he is. But I think doing good is still a good thing in that sense, and still a teachable moment for my son. But recently, there's been some serious allegations against MrBeast that have given me some pause for thought in whether or not I should allow my son to watch his videos. Now, there was an initial red flag early on that my wife raised when we would watch MrBeast. On occasionally, they'd make a big deal about the number 69 in a kind of laddish way, almost as if these guys were like younger versions of the Top Gear presenters that you see in the UK. And my wife would kind of raise an eyebrow if she'd be in the room whilst we were watching the video. Now, if you don't know what that means, ask somebody at home what that means. But essentially that was kind of like, okay, these guys are maybe introducing something in a video that's not great, but that seemed to be in some earlier videos, not some more recent ones. But then, of course, in recent videos, we've had one of his colleagues, Ava Chris Tyson, who has transitioned from being a man to not a man. Now, again, I didn't necessarily find this a reason to stop watching the videos, but to maybe be a bit more cautious and watch them in advance before my son was watching them. And I did notice that MrBeast was essentially not having Chris in the videos as much as they had been before, since that transition had happened. Now, what has kind of really become concerning is the allegations by a guy called Dogpack404, previously an employee of MrBeast, that has come out and has stated that there's actually a lot of scandal surrounding Ava Chris Tyson, which is apparently covered up by MrBeast, allegedly, who has since parted ways with the MrBeast company. But then that goes beyond Ava Chris Tyson to actually MrBeast covering up some things with other employees, having a guy that's working for him, I think as a CEO, that's previously been involved in adult entertainment, and also a guy that's been convicted of sexual charges in the state of Delaware is also an allegation. And whilst that was known about this guy, he was involved even in front of the camera in children's television. Aside from all that, there's also been countless allegations of MrBeast as an employer, and also the Amazon games as well. So there's a lot of kind of flack hitting him at the moment. And so as a parent, I'm looking at this thinking, this is probably not a good well for us to draw from for my son to be watching and for us to be watching something together. Now, I'm aware that most children's entertainment, if you're watching, I don't know, Paw Patrol or Peppa Pig, we don't know the backgrounds of these people. We don't know who's creating this content. But I do believe there's a God-given responsibility as a parent when you are aware of these things, when you do have concerns, when you say, okay, these people are not just advocating sin, but kind of, you know, in the background, really kind of pushing that forward, allegedly again, that can raise a big flag. Now, I am aware that once Dogpack's done his final video of allegations regarding MrBeast, and I believe the final video to come out is going to be the most serious, and is going to tackle some cover-ups in regards to sexual abuse. Now, these are all alleged offenses, MrBeast is going to come out and do a response. And so I'm kind of waiting to see what the response is. But even so, I'm kind of stepping back as a parent and just saying to my son, maybe it's not time to watch these videos anymore. It seems like MrBeast has done some bad things and it might not be a good source for us to watch. And of course, this is a big deal on YouTube generally. He's the world's biggest ever creator, 313 million subscribers, which is insane to think about it. That's almost the entire population of the United States subscribing to MrBeast. So he's kind of a big deal. But when I look at also MrBeast in general and recognize actually his earlier videos, he would have right at the end, I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. At one point, he was growing up in a Christian school. He was professing Christ. And so I look at this guy. He's a young guy. He's 26. And, he's accomplished a heck of a lot at a young age. He's had a lot thrown at his way. He's had a huge profile, one of the most famous people in the world, rich, influential at a very young age. Now, I don't know if there's many of us, if any of us, could handle the fame, fortune, and influence, and even power that he's had at a similar age. And so I don't expect a young person to really handle that with full integrity and grace, especially if they're an unbeliever. But my hope, my prayer is as MrBeast is walking out this journey, even if some of these allegations are true, that he'll begin to think upon and turn towards his previous faith in Jesus Christ. That actually he will think, that gospel I used to say I'm not ashamed of, there's some truth in that gospel. There's some healing in that gospel. There's some help in that gospel. And he turns to Jesus in these moments. Even if these allegations aren't true, that he'll find actually the wealth and the business I've created can all crumble in an instant due to allegations. But there's one thing that's enduring and remains, and that's Jesus Christ. So that's my hope for him. I would love to see that happen, because I think if he was a Christian and he kind of put his energies to entertainment from a Christian perspective, he could really do some amazing things that could be a blessing to a great many people. And that's not to say that he hasn't with a lot of the charitable stuff that he's done, but we also see that that potentially has come at a great cost, and maybe in a way that has led him to make some moves that have been less than honest or less than full of integrity. Allegedly, again, because we don't know how all these things are going to pan out when the accusations come in. But for me as a parent, I'm throwing caution to the wind. And at this moment in time, not having my son watch MrBeast, but hopefully praying that MrBeast comes to a knowledge of Jesus Christ that he once knew. I know that Chandler, one of his team, has gotten saved and is doing Bible studies on TikTok. That's really exciting. That's really encouraging. And also, a YouTuber friend of his that we do watch, Ryan Trahan, my son also likes him, is a professing Christian and seems to exhibit that and put that to the forefront in some of his videos, his love for Jesus and his desire to serve him. And so I'm hoping, Ryan, please don't let there be any scandals in your closet. Me and my son, we enjoy your videos. But so that's all I have to say about that one. Shorter video. Hopefully you can have some thoughts on this. Write down in the comments what you think. Are you going to continue watching MrBeast? Are you aware of the allegations? And what your thoughts are on some good YouTubers, maybe for young kids to watch, that they would enjoy and find entertaining, but would be suitable in terms of both content and what we know about them as well. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. God bless you. Bye now.